Future. Future is probably the artist that cannot be taken off at all. If we're talking about his peak, his coming of age, it was from around 2012, but it really got lit in 2014. And from 2014, I want to say to 2019, you couldn't tell me a thing about Future Vandross. He not only led a sound of music, a style of music, a certain tempo, beats with music, he led an ideology among humans, among men. You can't take Future off. You cannot take Future off. Future became a legend from 2014, I might say 2013, but 2014 to 2018, 2019. Legend. I would probably even say his 5-year run in that span is better than all these 5-year run. Cole barely dropped music. He dropped music every like 2 years. Kanye, after My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, didn't he give us Yeezus? Huh? Okay, you playing the music cool? Then you gave us Live of Pablo? Then you went gospel? You're a legend, though. I might sound nuts. And somebody just mentioned Watch the Throne for Kanye. Yes, that's another reason Kanye's on the list. Without Kanye, who was so lit at the time, he pulled for Jay, brought Jay up, and did Watch the Throne. We don't get a What a Time to Be Alive. And What a Time to Be Alive was very important for Future. My whole thing is that Future is supremely relevant. I actually want to believe, if you ask, and maybe I'm going too far with this, tell me if I am. I think some of the thinking, actions, thoughts, the narrative that came with Future's music. I just fucked a bitch in the Gucci flip-flops. All that toxic shit he was spitting, that people like, oh, this is great. I almost want to say, and tell me if I'm tweaking, I think not to his music, but to the thinking that was associated from his music. I think the Me Too movement and all this like super woke shit is the direct response. Like, if real toxic 2017, 2018 Future come out now, like, Future's still toxic, but you gotta like disguise it a little bit. I really want to think all that shit, like, that nigga Future was just talking about women like they were objects. And niggas was like, oh, yes, we love this. Then after a while, they were like, hold up, man. This nigga's an abuser. They start labeling niggas who agree to Future. Oh, you're an abuser, womanizer, misogynist, you ain't shit, you are this, believe black women. I want to say that. I want to say that toxic mentality that came from co-signing this. Just like, and by the way, I'm making loose associations, but I would say some of the toxicness and fuck toxicness, some of the violence that spurred from Chief Keef's movement probably went to other places in the country. And the reaction to those was, yo, we're either going to demonize young black kids or we're going to take extreme reactions to them. Because they made it popular to rap about people who were dead or people who were living and taking their lives like it was nothing. That's the drill movement effect. So now when that spreads across the country, people have to react to that thinking. Now, could you blame me? I got to be careful on this because that's how they blame me for like, oh, well, if you didn't do the war in Chirac, people wouldn't think it. Again, that wasn't the intended purpose of drill. That was the intended purpose of war in Chirac. But was that some of maybe the exaggerated responses to some of the actions that may have occurred after? Yeah, of course. It's like when 50 came out talking about like, yo, I got shot 9 times, I'm killing niggas here, I'm killing niggas there. Niggas was scared of 50 just cause. It's like when Jeezy came out talking about, yo, snowman this, snowman that. They banned the fucking snowman shirts. Because they thought like he was about to get all these young kids to move in weight. So I'm not blaming the artist, but I'm just saying impact does go into maybe on a loose level, the shit that you're talking about affecting society and society having to adjust to it. Let's be honest. Kevin Samuels ain't even saying nothing that Future wasn't saying like 4 years ago. Future was just doing it over the beat. Shit was lit. And after that, they quieted that shit down. Now all these rappers rap about, yo, before Future's like, yo, I'm fucking a bitch, I'm giving her a plan B. Like, he violating them. You know what rappers rap about now? I'm taking my girl to the Louis store. She can get whatever she want. She could just slap me with a Louis purse. She could slap me with a Chanel bag. She's the best. I just praise her. Future wasn't rapping about that. Fuck him it. That was his motto. Toxic. Society made a shift. Whoa. Academics, you're calling a woman a bitch? Whoa. Whoa. Tell me if I'm wrong. Before it was songs like 10 bad bitches in a mansion. Now you gotta be like, y'all call you a bitch, but it's not offensive. You gotta, so much disclaimer. Anyway, Future can't come off this list. Nope. For the people who love J. Cole, tell me why J. Cole should be on the list. I can't take, you want me to give you the Young Thug? Why he can't come off the list? Young Thug is synonymous with this list, in my opinion, because Thug broke down the barriers and took the risks that from 2015 to 2020, the artists we had, we would have never had. You can't have a Juice WRLD without a Thug. You can't have a Uzi without a Thug. Any rapper who have painted their nails, you can't have without Young Thug. Any rappers who have, really took the line on fashion or straddled the line on fashion pause, or done some other stuff that is really risque, that definitely maybe they got like a little bit of criticism, but never the blowback as Thug. Thug took it that way. Thug took it stylistically. Also, I'm going to give Thug the credit. And as much as, he's not on this list, he would definitely be on the 2000s list. Whether you want to admit it or not, Thug going at Wayne was almost like the younger dude finally saying, all right, I get he's like the big homie or the legend to y'all, but fuck that. This is our time. And there's always that. There's been that since the beginning of rap or anything you want to see. If you want to call it a media game, it's me going at like the big conglomerates. If you want to talk about in music, before then, it was Wayne going at Jay-Z on some low-key shit. Like, all right, cool, I get y'all love Jay, that's great. But right now, I'm the nigga. This the new wave. I'm giving Thug that. Thug challenged all that shit. And most niggas, they knew how talented he was. They knew he was lit. They knew he was that type of nigga. They shut the fuck up. I gotta have Thug. This is 2010 to 2020. I gotta have Thug on that. So I've given my justification for Drake, Kanye, Kendrick, Thug, and Future. Am I tripping? Again, if you're looking at the picture above me, on my list, J. Cole is not on it. Replace him with Kendrick, and we good. Somebody keeps saying Chief Keef. If Chief Keef had panned out, well, even then, because like Dirk just got lit like a year and a half ago, like really lit, right? I was gonna say if Keef had like a career like Dirk, because Dirk has never been this lit. But Keith went through label issues. Remember, he got dropped from Interscope. He went to this billionaire and shit happened. He had legal problems and whatever. He moved to LA. He went low. Like, if this was straight influence, if this was straight